Three monks were walking along the wall. Every day they were passing by there on their way to their own business, and none of them never ever wondered what might lie on the other side of the wall. Actually, in this story, the characters are monks, but they don't need to be. We are at the beginning of the 21st century. We are all from different backgrounds, so I want to tell a religion-free story. I stand for secular ethics. So I want something inspiring for people from any faith and for atheists as well. So three men were walking along a wall. Every day they would pass by on their way to their own business, and we are at the beginning of the 21st century. So why should the main characters be male only?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
There is no. I'm far from being a feminist fundamentalist, but I want to be fair. We need a parity between the genders here. A fundamentalist feminist would tell the story with only women in it, under the fallacious pretext of balancing millennia of patriarchal mentality. No. So I have to say, ladies, I'm sorry. I'm deeply sorry for this millennia of exploitation. I did not make that happen on purpose. But let's try equality now. So, parity. A man, a woman, and a transsexual were walking along the wall. Every day they were passing by on their way to their own business, and something isn't working well here. I'm not going to get the message across well with the transsexual in the story, I'm afraid. But don't get me wrong. I have nothing but respect for the sexually undecided minorities. As a practicing monosexual, I know the difficulties of integration. But a transsexual in the story will draw all the attention to himself, to themselves, and the point of my inspiring ethical story is not to show how a respectable transsexual would behave in these circumstances. So, dear transsexual character, I have nothing against you, and I'm really sorry, but please leave the story now. It's already complicated enough without you. Bye. It's always the same thing. Bye. So, it has to be whether two men and a woman, or two women and a man. Don't see any other solution. So, but I think that a woman with two men is not, has never been, and will never be a good option. It would introduce a kind of nudge-nudge dynamic who will get her, that would only distract us from the ethical purpose of the narration. And there is a more annoying issue. Because if there is, you know, in this kind of traditional stories with three characters, usually two behave wrong and the third one behaves right. So with only one woman, if she behaves right, the two men behave wrong, and we're falling back in the feminist fundamentalist trap. Right? Women are right, men are wrong. No way. On the other side, on the other hand, if there is only one woman and she doesn't show evidence that she can do as well as any man, we are falling back in the old sexist age, and that's definitely not what I want to induce. So it has to be a man and two women. It has to be. And, a woman will be the best of them all, but that's okay, because the other woman will demonstrate that women can fail like any other human being, and we need to remember that women can fail sometimes. And the man will not be the best character, but that's okay. We owe that to the ladies after all. You know, let's practice a little bit of humility. For a little while, we'll catch up with our pride in another story that we will tell later when women are too busy multitasking in the kitchen to listen. all know that women can't help multitasking in the kitchen at times. Men can help, but women can't.
Get off my stage.
all right. I'm going to tell the story. So 2 women and a man were walking along a wall on their way to their own business, and they never wondered what might lie to the other. So yeah, but today a woman wondered what lies on the other side. So she asked the man to climb onto his shoulders to have a glimpse over the other side. She scrambled over the wall and she disappeared and she doesn't come back. But after a while the other woman says, "Oh, I'm a bit worried, what's happening with her?" And she says to the man, "You should go and have a look." And the man was not happy at all with that, because going and have a look was exactly what he thought he would do. And he didn't like the woman telling him what he should do, as if he wouldn't think without being told. You know? I don't know if this is the result of centuries of exploitation, but when you let them, women have a tendency to tell men what they ought to do. Well, the man was a bit grumbling, but he climbed on the shoulders of the woman, and the woman pretended that everything was okay, but he didn't even thought of taking off his shoes. And he scrambled over the wall and he disappeared and he didn't come back. After a while the woman thought that she might as well go and check by herself. She managed to find something to climb onto. She gets onto the top of the wall, and on the other side of the wall she sees the 2 others beckoning her and say, come on, it's heaven here. We found the way to heaven. For all these years we were passing by, we never suspected heaven was so close. And from the top of the wall she says, no, I'm not coming with you. I have to get back and tell the others. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's not funny, it's just beautiful. Yeah. Just a short last word. The traditional version of this story belongs to the Buddhist or Hindu tradition and explain what a bodhisattva is. And a bodhisattva in this tradition is a being who shouldn't have to stay on earth, but stays to tell the others the way. And whether this being actually exists or not doesn't matter as much as having a good story to tell. And whether they are male or female certainly doesn't carry any weight at the moment of choice. Thank you very much. Yes.